We get a dodgy note in Chapter 3. Just another day at the office. Welcome back, everybody, to Games Done with Krun. I am Krun, and this is Max Payne 3 on hardcore difficulty. Last time we went to the club, but then some haters came and tried to kidnap folk, and they succeeded. We gunned most of them down, but unfortunately they managed to escape with a lovely lady. And yeah, she was in fact a relative of one of these people. I think she was his wife. I cannot be certain though. Marcello over there, looking like a knob. I must say, fancy jeans though. Like, no shame. No reason that one heterosexual man can't tell another heterosexual man that his jeans are decent. I find anyway. I'm comfortable in my sexuality. Comfortable enough to compliment a fellow gentleman. Because even men appreciate a compliment sometimes. Generally speaking, I'm sure there's some men who would hate a compliment and they would beat me senseless for even considering it, but at the same time, I'm not ashamed. I'm willing to brighten a gent's day. Or a lady, of course. I feel like you can be misconstrued easier with a lady. Like if I say to my flatmate, if I go late, nice shirt, you might be like, cheers. But if you say that to a lady, she might be like, oh, you try again. And I'd be like, no, not at all. You've got me wrong. Here we are at the drop-off in a big fancy football stadium. Don't know how we got in. Oh, by helicopter. Of course, we just landed. There was a night's watchman, but there was nothing he could do about it. We just flew in. Now these guys are a bit more serious business. They're repping with the AKs. They're coming in hard, coming in hot. He's like, you knob in the lemon shirt, throw your shit towards us. Max is like, no comprende, because he genuinely doesn't comprende. Max doesn't speak Portuguese. I assume it is Portuguese, by the way. I think it's Portuguese. If I've been completely wrong about that, I do apologise. But then all of a sudden, sniper comes. Max takes her around to the shoulder, but that other guy definitely took one to the head. So Max is the winner in the long term. And he's like, oh, for God's sake, it's just going to be one of those days again, isn't it? And he's like, aye, maybe. Raoul is off somewhere. Raoul just bolted as soon as the gunfire started, but I'm sure there's an unspoken agreement with the both. See that bloody snapshot that the laser sight did there? Christ alive. Run, Max, they've got a bead on you. You managed to escape. I'm sure there would be an unspoken agreement between the two that in the event of sniper fire, every man for himself, because, like, yeah, like, you don't want, like, snipers are bad patter. Like, I've been shot more times tempting, but bad patter. But this felt different. And I agree with that in terms of online multiplayer as well. Trying to tell me my luck was finally it's bad pattern, mate. And I don't care if you can quick scope, no scope, 360 all the way across the map. Like, come at me like a man. Either way, I was failing fast. So Max is suffering. He's damaged. I do apologise for the really swift intros in this game. Like, I'll be fading out and fading in, but it is immediate. Like this is seamless all the way through. There's no like pause or anything like that. Like the cutscenes move right into each other, and then it'll be like chapter 3. So this is effectively just going to be one giant recording all the way through. Like, well, obviously I will stop at points, but oh dear, there probably won't be many outros, that's for sure. So we're following the trail, the old blood trail, because I didn't see it, but the guy who has the bag full of dosh, he ran for it. So this was it. We didn't get an exchange. We've got no hostage, and that's just not on. I wonder if we can go this way. Oh, let's go this way. Let's disobey Passos, because we're not interested in his commands. Max is like, for God's sake. You think Max has taken 1 billion bullets so far? I mean, admittedly, a big sniper rifle, that'll be a high caliber, so this is significantly worse a wound than he's used to. Right through his bicep as well. Max would be in a state. He'd barely be moving. But he's plugging along. He's a trooper. He's getting at it. And he's like, whoa, I'm having a bit of a funny turn. Passos, I'm leading. Passos is like, you alright? Max doesn't respond. And then off screen, we see some wacky shit. He left a blood trail as well. No, of course that's the bag man. However, Passos was remarkably effective with his handgun, bringing down at least 2 men. There could be one off screen to the left as well. Finds a new gun, and then just carries on with it, because Passos, like Max, is a grade A badass. That's something I quite like, is like throughout the game, Max just like tears up each location that he goes to and just murders everybody there. Passos does the exact same thing, but there isn't a game about him. Like, just off screen, Passos just does all this wacky shit, and it's brilliant. I find that really quite endearing about him. He's a good character. Passos is likeable. It's true. You don't want to be slagging the football.
You okay, bro?
Never
He's probably okay.
Whose idea was this anyway?
Yeah, I wonder.
Just spiteful.
Is it bad?
Could be a lot worse.
It definitely could be a lot worse. It could be most other places on the body. Don't know, would you rather be shot in the bicep or in the forearm?
Here we go.
That's the question. The upper arm or lower arm? Because I mean, in the upper arm, it's a bit, I don't know, it just feels like it would be a little bit less. You know, like, it hits the forearm, that's gonna like shatter bone. Like, there's not much more than bone in the forearm. But in the bicep, you know, there's a big, like, there's a lot of flesh to like pad it out. But then at the same time, it would be like ripping right through musculature. So, and I imagine an injury to the upper arm would be significantly more like debilitating over time. But like, I don't know. It's like foreleg or thigh. I mean, a thigh would probably kill you, but fuck getting shot in the foreleg, like that just destroy your leg. Or the knee. Fabiana, that's the lassie's name. And here we are. The same guys, they come arriving. Boy that looks like that Italian guy who's in a lot of HBO TV shows like Oz. Here we are. We can remain quiet. Optionally here, you can't just wait for them to go all the way to the other side, but at the same time, wait for it, and fuck that. Bring them down in a hail of bullets. Oh, he brought me down in a hail of bullets. Fair enough, that guy was on point, but we just brained him. Because Max doesn't take... Oh, you actually have to fight more guys. Makes sense, I suppose. So we return fire. Oh, I just took a bullet to the shoulder, which almost killed us. Shotguns are a risk on this difficulty. They weren't really much of a threat in the on hard, but like, they're actually viably something to be worried about. This one seems to be firing a lot slower than I remember it firing. But we got them in the end. Bring them down over the field. And then to celebrate, we're like, oh, Payne coming up. Oh, he's fumbled it. Oh, let's score a belter. Oh, he's on. Straight run, man on. Going for the dribble. Oh, he's got him. Unbelievable. Payne. And he's like, yeah. Best footballer in all of the land. Now, carrying on, as we were. Let's go up the way, see there's a new shotgun. Different type of, really wide variety of guns in this game. That's the thing, there's like, something like 4 shotguns, there's like four assault rifles, like about 12 varieties of handgun or something like that. Loads of SMGs, it's pretty cool. Actually thinking about it, there's probably about 4 of everything, but like, it is really good. Like, they keep it fresh in terms of gunnage. We run down here to follow the blood. We can examine it. $3 million man. Imagine if he was. That's what he's planning on doing with the money. They're like, Fabian, if you can help us get this money, we will make you into an android. Only in Portuguese. And he's like, fuck yeah, that sounds great. Because if you're in the favela, one of the only ways out is to become some sort of android and physically escape the favela. Because androids don't need to eat, of course. They work off of like solar energy, and in Brazil there's plenty of that. Even in the city.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
As we move further into this. Actually, it's not a bad stadium, I must say, as far as things go. Like, I've been to a couple of football stadiums, and this one's a nice one. So we find a man, we're gonna give him the muscle. We're gonna give him the muscle. Threaten him. Don't give him the shit. Give him the shit. Oh, Yep, we come charging through here. I must say, remarkably nice stadium. I mean, I've been to a few stadiums, but then yes, as we find this fella, let's give him the old 3rd degree. What's going on, you bastard? They called him a puta. I'm not entirely sure what puta means. I know bruja means witch in Spanish. And puta presumably means the same thing in both. I think it means something like whore. Or something like that. Like bilyat. Oh, pasos, Jesus. Gun in the wound. Look, kind of in the wound. Oh, he's squealing. Oh, I can't look at this. Brutal. Dinero, that's money. Oh, you've completely savaged this guy. Oh, he's got one in the leg as well. Brutal. Going right through. At least it's right through, so you know that it's not just buried in there somewhere. Tell me a story. Going to be ready on this door because it's entirely possible that those guys could come tearing through. In fact, I'm doubling it up. Going Julie. Me Julie.
He says he doesn't know who the snipers are.
No shit.
Ah, so the plot thickens. What if the gang members the gang members don't know who the people that attack them are? It could be anybody. They could be nobody. Raul! Raul, calm down. He doesn't know.
Think he's dead.
He died.
Get out of here.
Heads up. Here comes friend.
But then his pals just come ripping through. And we take cover on this little oh well, I was going to say little gurney, but we're not taking cover. Slow motion. Killed the guy with the AK. Thought that was another guy coming through there, but it was in fact just Raul's muzzle flash. And then while that guy's in cover, we advance. Move up while the glowing's good. Wait for him to take a shot and then BAM! Right in the brain. Simple as that.
Something tells me we're heading in the right direction.
I'm going to quickly check this little side room because there could be something cool in it. There was. We got part 2. It's the golden M10. It's pretty cool. As I said before, I have played through this recently. It is the same file, so a lot of the collectibles will already be gotten. So I do apologise. That guy thinks he was fresh, comes diving out with a shotgun, but obviously pistol beats shotgun apparently. If it was me, I would have just sort of leant out a little bit and then fired, like just sort of blind fired with the shotgun. Again, let's quickly check this place, and rightly so, we found more painkillers. I'm going to be very, very, very cautious with the painkillers. We're coming up on one of those sections that I said in the previous episode will just kill you instantly. So you've got to be ready for shit like that.
Who the hell?
Max comes out. We arrive up here, wherever we are. Presumably somewhere else in the stadium. Ah, the old booths. With a metal detector. Important part of any stadium. I imagine that really slows down the queues massively. These spooked guys coming running. They're like, oh shit. Someone's after us. But we're like, ah, but they're not running from us. But then, oh Christ. That guy gets a one right in the leg, right in the thigh. And they give him a thumping because he's trying to be funny to these. Oh, what? Jesus Christ, that came out like a bloody bullet. And he shot him in the head at point blank range. He spat back. There you are. Well, 1 for 1. So yes, we've as I said, the plot has thickened up nicely. It was a bit watery, but now it is. We've poured a bit of flour in, added a bit of cream cheese. Not cream cheese, just regular cheese, mixing it all up in the pot, bringing it to a simmer, and now we've got some militarised gentlemen. These guys don't even think to check, and then unfortunately his buddy got shot upon the brain, which is an unfortunate one. So Raul, like any true man, goes diving into the gunfight, guns blazing. Max tries to aim and absolutely fails miserably. Shoots that guy's hat clean off. It's a really grisly touch that the wounds actually bleed after you shoot people. Oh fuck, I'm out of ammo with that gun. Quickly Max, get out of there! And he does the flop salmon move and pops that guy and that guy, making use of the bullet time to get another fella. Get up Max, you clown. Okay, so I've just it appears I've completely forgotten to aim. But you can see that, forgotten how to aim, I should say. But you can see that those guys have body armor on. If you shoot them in the body armor, it doesn't it works as body armor. You can shoot them enough times that they'll die. They do take damage from body armor shots, but it is not the way to kill them. Aim for the head if at all possible. We got ourselves a little bit more firepower now, something a little bit fresher. Get a bit of automatic action on the go with this here MP5 variant. Because automatic weapons are the way. I know pistol gunplay is cool, but we're playing on a high difficulty, so we're gonna have to be efficient. So no shotguns, and ideally an automatic weapon. I mean, shotguns can be okay. There's like an automatic shotgun that's really cool, but they're a little bit unreliable. Although I will play with them for fun. So Raul, with balls the size of his hubris, goes diving in and just dodges sniper fire. Max is like, for fuck's sake, there must be a better way to do this. I mean, Raul, to his credit, giving cover and fire. Then we arrive in this location and we take cover, we slow it down. Slow it down. Max still holding an empty handgun. Not the best way to go about things. So as we can't really see, but there are some gentlemen. I mean, that guy up there is just looking right at Raul. Like, he's like, I know that there's somebody around that corner. Raul, get your head back, mate. Get your head back. They're gonna see you. Oh shit. But then, unfortunately, they didn't tag us, and they head off. So we can move up, taking cover as we go. Being stealthy keeps you healthy. You want to ideally remain out of the firing line. We find a bloodstain. Someone's been smearing themselves about here. A guy at the top of the stairs. We just hose everywhere, butt him with bullets. I've really got to get on my aim in. I was quite good in the previous parts, but it's just sort of gone to shit. Making sure to grab that set of painkillers there. And then take cover here. So there is a couple of gents. They are in there somewhere. We can't see them. So we move up, tactical style. Shoot dodge! Because that's what it's all about. Shot the guy. Oh, and then there was a guy right behind us. And, well, that definitely wasn't pointed at his head, but I'll allow it. I got through. Raul's like, cool. Found some kit. Because he's a techie man. He loves stuff like that, so he finds all these radios and he's like, sweet. He owns a van. He plans on selling them at the back. He's like, take this headset, one of those awful looking headsets like the ones in Alien Isolation. To this day, Ripley still wears that tight looking headset, which must be giving her a belter of a headache. But either way, that's not what's happening here. Raul's like, cool sniper rifle. I'm gonna shoot some guys. Time for some sport. They've got him cornered. They're just toying with him. He's locked himself in a wee cage. So Max is like, right, I'm on it. And this is the bit that I was telling you about. This is the bit where, like, this is just where I die over and over again, effectively. Although, thankfully, you do have Raul, top gent, constantly helping with his sniper rifle. Could get one with a flashlight on it, but to be honest, the flashlight would just be awful. This guy goes for a run. He's like, no, you can't get me. And then we just start getting shot at from every angle. And there you go. There is no cover that you can take here. You just die. Oh no. Have we got an aim? We got him. Safe. Okay, moving up. Take cover and... we died. Fair enough. So it begins. And if we respawn, we'll respawn right in the firing line. But shoot dodge and all will be well. Only it wasn't well. We got hit anyway. But I do find that when you're in last stand mode, you can use the your lowered elevation. Oh, he's got to reload. This is where it ends. You can use your lowered elevation to your advantage because you're much easier to hit when you're just hugging the floor. Oh shit! Quick, Max, quick! Ah, they got me. Bugger. Oh God Almighty, this is tough. This is a tough section of the game. Leap! 1, 2, almost 3. There we go. Reload quickly while you're on the ground. Aim. Get ready. That's 2 more. 1 more up the back there. And he's dead as well. Quickly, Max. Reload. It looks like we're okay from that angle, but I think there's some fellas down there as well. Oh, got him. Tagged him right through. What a shot, by the way, Max. Welcome to the academy. Brings that guy down, no bother at all. But there's definitely somebody else kicking about, because otherwise there would have been keep it low. It would have been a little cutscene where we fill a guy with bullets. We've not had that, so there's presumably somebody kicking around. We actually managed to get through that without losing our what we're trying to say, painkillers, which is a benefit, I suppose. And then blind fire to kill that guy and to kill that guy, because why risk it when you can just hose from afar, keeping it simple. I must say the MP5 is a lot more effective without the custom reticles on, because with them on you get spread. The spread seems more I don't know, it just seems more. It seems like there's more spread when you've got that turned on. Let's double back, wait for another guy to come into view, and then 2 down, no bother at all. We're going to take a lot of fire from this little sort of channel over there, so it pays to stay on top of things, but it's these guys that are the issue. Remember always to blind fire. The blind firing is really effective in this game. Like, if you can get away with it, then you should try and get away with it. That guy thought he was funny. He just sprayed. You just saw. He's a sawing maneuver to bring down people who are strafing. Oh, we took a bullet though. We took a bullet. Wasn't enough. It was not enough, unfortunately, and that is just the way that this game goes. Like, sometimes you think you're doing well, but then it just ain't enough. We do have 2 painkillers though, so I feel confident in moving up slowly. Shotgun would actually be somewhat more effective here, but it's just not on the cards. Kill that guy easily peasily. Oh, and then we thump this guy and then shoot him 4 times in the face. Look at that, savage. Not much face left. Poor guy. Bet he didn't expect that when he showed up for work. You can see 2 painkillers over there. Just quickly scoop those up. I'm going to quickly check the little channel down here just in case I've missed something. As it stands, there was nothing down the channel way. And then we arrive here. Boy on the right. Make sure to get him. A good rule of thumb: if the game suddenly goes into, like, if the crosshair suddenly appears, there's an enemy nearby. And we're sorry for kicking the memorial over there, pal. Claudio, I think that was his name. I didn't mean to desecrate your team's reverence of you. Is there something else? Oh no, shit! Just examined the memorial twice. Then we make sure to head up the stairs. No, not stairs. We head through the way here. Find another buton for Max to push, because Max is a good button pusher. He does things right and he does things hard.
Where are you headed?
Up.
Going up.
Nope, that was right.
I don't know. Guessing nowhere nice.
Sign of the money?
Nope. Just people shooting at me.
Those
Our
bastards.
surprise guest brought a lot of friends.
They always do. They always do.
All right. In the upper stands.
I see you. Be careful.
We're
you've
up the
got
top.
company.
We're in the cheap seats now. And lo and behold, there's more fellas coming to get us. And he's already shot me full of bullets. Flashlights are much more of a problem for you than they are for the enemy. As far as I can tell, flashlights don't make... Oh shit, grenade! Oh, got naded. God damn it, that's unfortunate. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before. Right away, shoot door! Ooh, fall! Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Oh fuck, and then slides right down the stairs, which is absolutely brilliant. Brings down that guy, and then we've got ourselves a nice stable bit of cover here. Oh shit, that man, is he on the floor? We did manage to tag him, fortunately. And that's everybody. So then, oh fuck, another sniper. But thankfully we've got Raoul to help us. So Max can run MPK? That's not right. Is that what you call running? I don't fucking know. Raoul, I'm trying here. I'm going for it as best I can. We can run along here, making sure to grab 2 extra painkillers. We're up to 6 actually. 6 whole painkillers. We made it through the way. There's a couple more guys for us to deal with before we get up to the sniper though, but we'll get to him. There he is. And we just club him to death. Oh, we got him. Nice cool little thing, and then brutal. 3 times right to the side of the head. He is definitely dead. That's like the Raid. If you've seen the Raid. The Raid is good. I would recommend the Raid. It's like Max Payne, but Indonesian, and a film instead of a game. Although Max Payne is kind of like a film as well.
Gang up ahead of my way.
It's well directed as Max Payne. He's almost at ammo, so now we've got to protect our buddy Raoul with this here high power sniper rifle. I'm not sure what caliber it's in, but it looks big because it looks boxy.
Going back in, bro.
And Raoul, being stealthy as fuck, leaps out the window and then loops round and gets back into the same building, but he's like, oh no, that's not on the cards. So they're now aware of his location, so he runs for it. Raoul, you wacky guy. And here we are at one of like one part in the entire game where you actually use a sniper rifle. We managed to miss there. Jesus Christ, he took a lot of killing. I'm not actually sure if you have to lead your shots, it looks like you do. Oh, slow motion. Oh, right through the hand, into his body, presumably out his back. Brutal. The poor guy. Ripped apart by sniper fire. Where are they? Top of the stairs, on it, mate. And again, through the hand, into the chest. Out through the hip. Poor guy. I would have torn up a kidney. When I woke up today, I thought I had a kidney infection because my back was really sore. But it went away, so I was fine. More guys at the top of the stairs. That was right in the face. He didn't stand a chance. This is the other guy up the top. I don't see anybody else. Oh, there he is. And there's another one. Other side of the fence, boy up here. Let's go into slow motion. Rip his head apart. We didn't get him in the head. We got him sort of in the the solar plexus area. Raoul carries on. Carries on running. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Raoul at this point is absolutely fearing for his life. There are guys left, right and centre all coming at him. He's unarmed, unable to defend himself. But thankfully, Max Payne is a bloody good shot. So he takes cover in this admittedly pretty shitty bit of cover. We bring down 1, 2, and 3. And then if you check behind him, there are more fellas. And there's bound to be another couple kicking about somewhere. Oh, there he is. And oh, we missed. Oh no, Raoul! Oh, he got shot in the body. Unfortunate. Let's try that one again. I thought it hadn't loaded in there. Tagged. This boy's like, oh fuck, they seem awfully nonplussed that one of their men just got shot right in front of them. Managed to get that guy eventually, after much deliberation. That guy just hit the deck, he went flying, and right through the sort of shoulder area there. Oh god, this guy. Ah, would have called that one a miss, but it hit, oh, right in the lower back. Oh, Jesus. He's gonna be feeling that one in the morning, that's for sure. Raoul, run for your life! Oh, shit. But then he gives up. And I took 3 bullets there. I am very sorry, but thankfully we brought him down with a shot at what looked like near the throat. And it came out. Probably burst a lung. Unfortunate for that guy. He tried though. He was a trooper. Then Raoul's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Thank god we made it through that one. And Max is like, no thanks to you, friend. No thanks to you. It does sound like a plan. We've got to find the cache. Back to the cache. Let's sort that out then. Because we need the cache. Another sniper v sniper. Only Max decides to get rid of his sniper rifle.
Stay in touch.
Because fuck the sniper rifle, we don't need that. It almost got his head shot off there. I'll give him that, Max. Be careful, for God's sake. Get your head in cover. And he goes for it. And they're off. He's running. He's running. And thankfully made it to cover without being ventilated any more than he already is. Good man, Max. Keep your shit together. You can do it. And he's sneaking. Quietly, moving forward. Just walks casually out through the door. He's like, a moment to just relax. Because that's welcome in a situation like this. It's more than welcome. In this cool little office section. Because it's got to be there somewhere. Like, someone's got to be behind the scenes. And we are here now.
I've got you on the security camera. Where are you?
This is him just, like, it doesn't matter if you can see him on the security camera. He's just like, Passos, I can see you.
What's going on there?
Then, oh dear. They've got the guy with the money.
Remind me again, who are these fine gentlemen?
Raoul is chatting away, like
Paramilitary.
feet away from them. Like, they're not even talking. The guy on the ground is squealing, but Raoul's just chatting away. He's casting a shadow and everything. Thankfully, they're not staring in his direction, otherwise he would have been rumbled.
Guy's pleading for his life. He's saying that Fabiana is being held at the docks of the Chete River.
The docks at the Chete River. Now we know. Sadly, that gentleman was killed in cold blood.
There goes the money. Now we've lost the wife and $3 million.
So we're in a hole, effectively. We've lost the hostage, we've lost the money. We're in debt, to say the least. Like, we're down, but we're gonna have to make a gamble. Like, we're gonna have to make the play to get our ship back. Max reluctantly is like, for Christ alive, and he just decides to continue on his way.
Favorite drinking arm, and the only way we
There's a hole in his second favourite drinking arm. I think that's actually quite a good line.
Whoever our uninvited guests were.
This is another one of those bits where I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna have a shitty time. So he charges up the way. A couple of fellas on the way up, but nothing we can't deal with. One down. The other guy was... Oh, the other guy got us! God damn it. Thankfully, we actually managed to keep 5 painkillers through that set. Oh, but then the sniper got him while he was on the ground. Max, are you okay? Alright, as we were. Right, thankfully we have actually managed to save 6 painkillers throughout this process, so that is actually something. That's going to put us in really good standing for this next section. He jumps out, slow motion, 1 guy, 2 guy, down, no bother. Like, the best way to use the bullet time, I find, is just like line up a couple of shots while you're in it, and then make them with great prejudice. Taking cover on this little corner here, same deal, wait for him to stop firing, and 1 down, 2 down, no bother. Managed to avoid taking damage there. There is another guy, but shoot dodge, right in the face, no bother. Easy peasy. On to the second stage of this section. I think accuracy pays over automatic fire in this segment of the game, because this is going to be long range, because we're climbing up the way. Thankfully we can take cover there, although that's the wrong cover. I wanted to take cover there. Thank you, Max. Missed, got that guy. Got another guy. There is another one on the far end. We should be able to slow motion. Oh, he got away. Oh shit, you bastard! What a play! What a play! He got us as he was leaving cover, as he was going back into cover, and we couldn't get him. Jesus Christ! I managed to play through on hard, and like I must have not managed to kill people like 3 times throughout the entire game. With that kind of, like, while in last man standing, I managed to not be the last man standing like 3 times total. But this time through, it's just plaguing me. It's happening all the time. I don't know why. If you're looking for the golden guns, there is a far one. There is one over there, just to let you know. Just for those out there, those of you out there who are into that sort of thing. Then we do the same as we done before. Slow motion, bam. Oh, he's ducking, and another one, bam. And then we should be able to do a shoot. Don't need to do a shoot dodge. Brought that guy down, no bother at all. And then we go to climb up. Alright, you bell ends. This is the real one. We're winning. We're succeeding. That is something. Oh, 1 down. Nearly 2. 2 down. Yeah, we've only got 1 more now. We can do this. Slow motion. Missed twice. No bother. We'll get him next time. Gonna be ready for him. Just gonna fill him with bullets as soon as he pokes his head out. Yep. Just keep firing, and eventually they will die. Don't have to worry about accuracy with your last guy. As long as you're hitting them, you're in the right place. Now, I'm actually kind of tempted to grab the micro Uzi right now. And you're like, Krun, are you mental? That's a ridiculously long range for the Uzi, and I'd be inclined to agree with you, but I reckon that we kind of need the firepower because there isn't much cover in this next section. We're going to have to just run and gun. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. So I'm thinking, yeah, I was right in this decision. There's a guy on the right there. He was blind firing. He wasn't afraid to blind fire, and finally this last guy managed to push him right off, and he falls. He was already dead before he fell though.
This is a bad idea.
Jump the railing, says Raoul. Game on. Sounds like my kind of laugh. Max is like, why am I doing this? And then fly as fuck. Are you ready? What a maneuver. Excellent. We're on the floor. That guy struggles for his gun. Give him a moment. False hope. Holy shit, I didn't expect him to pull a grenade. If there was one thing I didn't expect, it was him to pull a grenade. And another sweet maneuver. Does it again. Perfect form. Leaps through the window. 2 feet. Textbook. Special Forces. Look into the whites of his eyes and then remove the whites of his eyes. Brutal. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that will be that for this section of the game. Ah, well, that was a tough one. That was the first worry area. I knew I'd be able to do the first two levels, but I thought there was, especially that bit at the top of the stands. I managed to get through it easily this time, but if you've not got any painkillers, that bit is an absolute nightmare. Got lucky, basically. Got lucky running through there. But either way, I think that is going to have to do it for this week's Max Payne. Like I said before, don't expect outros at the end of every episode because the levels transition seamlessly. But yes, if you enjoyed this new Max Payne 3 hardcore series, then please remember to leave a like, comment or subscribe. It's much appreciated. If you didn't like, then you can also leave a comment because I would appreciate that as well. Like, those guys just leave us. They're like, nah. And it's because they know that if they fired that RPG, Max would shoot it out at this guy. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time, and I will let Max play out for this section of Max Payne 3. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.